EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Mike's 54, Mike's 54.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down past the 30. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rolling to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Lindsay. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Goodwin.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
They'll set up to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Miami.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Isaiah Simmons.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The first quarter with the score.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to help them feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Miami.
They run with Hines. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Browns first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Lindsey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In a 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphin ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to Nyheim Hines.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Browns 10. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Eddie Jackson brought it
As
down.
usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rolling to his left. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jair Alexander.
Hurts. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Rolling to his right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Browns 17, Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Score Browns
And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll have the Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now, as you know.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
8-yard line.
Watch the pass. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Out to his left. And he'll get that to Michel. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sony Michel. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. On the return is Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. And this one too low. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least the 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll run for it with Michel. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway.
Let's go, defense, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Brings up second.
Now it's Lindsay.
At the 26.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Trey Burton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Mike, 4.
On first down, Hurts. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they
under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And returning right back to Boykin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Browns 0.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll roll him out right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Taken in the end zone, and no thought of a return here for Hines. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Miles Boykin, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Flushed out right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Browns.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
The Dolphins 1st down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 6.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Caden Smith there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts rolling to his right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
First down.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Hines. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start with the option. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Mostert. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Hardman. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go play action with Hurts. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. On play action, they'll throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Spins away. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
The talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Give to Cook out of the gun. They find some open field here. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Warner. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the Dolphins, they're lining up to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Seahawks 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Touchdown, Sam! Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play. And that's how they get it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
Miami Dolphins.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins 8.
Here's Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. They'll throw here, hold in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a pressure gets to him again. Miles Jack providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run with Hines. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's the money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stopped the run.
Now a dump off here complete. And look at this, big game, the fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
How about that shovel pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 11. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll roll him out right. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Jones pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Room here to run. Pass the truck. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints first time.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. yards left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Sliding out, and the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And these guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets. Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, Jones trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for six.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Third down to Cook. He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 21.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And he's good. Jones and the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10.
They run. Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yards remain on 2nd down. Now Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They run it again with Cook. Him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk. Another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they got it right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jones on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Taken down by
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit us first. This one from 40 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He is down deep into Seattle territory. Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And they're
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all